Hi, good evening, and welcome to our February performance at Music Takeout. I'm your host and pianist, Qiao. I'm currently in Montreal, Canada. What we have prepared for you today is very special. In the spirit of love in February. Oh, shoot, I just hear myself talk.
My bad.
Okay, everybody mute.
My bad. I did that too. I quickly turned it off.
So what we have prepared for you today is very special because in the spirit of love in February, my guests and I decided to do a short performance to showcase different types of love and in different languages. So speaking of guests, if you have joined us last month for our Lunar New Year concert, we have our lovely soprano back, Lin Chin, who are joining us from California. So Lin will be singing a bilingual piece, that showcase a mixture of Malay and Mandarin languages in one song. So next, my dear colleague from when I was working at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, soprano Dr. LaToya Lain. Welcome! LaToya sang for the Met Opera's recent Porgy and Bess production, and she'll be singing a lullaby in Louisiana Creole French tonight. She's joining us from Georgia today. Yeah, welcome!
Woo!
And speaking of the Met artist, we have mezzo-soprano Kirstin Chávez. Woo! Kirstin is just all in all a great person. She sang for the Met Opera's La Traviata production, and she was also one of the soloists for our first remote live performance at Music Takeout, where we did Handel's Messiah last December. Kirstin will be singing a Spanish lullaby from her home in Utah tonight. Yay! Woo! So we have three different time zones. Pretty cool. So audience, if you have joined us for the past few performances, you know the drill, so get your fingers ready. You are going to vote for which piece we will be singing next. So you should be able to see it now-ish. And then if you don't see it, if you don't see it, see if you can find an icon like this. It's in the middle of the screen. And then if you click it, you can the title should show up, and then you can just pick one. If you don't know any of these pieces, just pick any one of them and just join us for the fun. So after voting, you can exit out so that you can see the subtitles that we have prepared for you. And since the pieces today are all in foreign languages, I'm starting to see the vote coming in. Yeah. Okay, as we're waiting for your votes, and speaking of language, for our finale today, we thought it would be nice if we could do a piece that has been done in multiple languages and everybody knows the tune. So we'll be doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in 4 languages. So stay to the end and sing with us. I guarantee you'll have fun singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in different languages, and subtitles and singing text will be on the screen. All right, we're starting to see the voting. Cool. Should we start? So let's see. The first one, Gué-gué Solingaie. So yay! So that means LaToya is gonna sing for us. So,
all right.
So this is a very beautiful lullaby. So I probably want to say a few words about the arranger because she's I found her very fascinating. So her name is Camille Nickerson. So according to African Diaspora Music Project, Camille Nickerson, born in 1888 and died in 1982. She's a female composer from New Orleans, Louisiana, and is known for her focus on Louisiana Creole music and culture. Studying at Oberlin, Juilliard, and Columbia, Nickerson used her musical skills and inclination to collect, arrange, and publish Creole folk songs. She often lectured and performed as the Louisiana lady in classical Creole garb. She was an active member of the National Association of Negro Musicians and was on faculty at Howard University until she retired in 1962. So I hope you enjoyed this piece as much as we do. LaToya, do you have anything to add while I'm preparing the subtitles?
Sure. Just to give you a quick idea about the Creole language, oftentimes people want to connect European French and Creole French, But the speakers of the language want us to remember that it's its own entity. While it shares many of the lexicons of the French, it wants to be considered, this is Creole. And then there are different types of Creole because we get into what is spoken in New Orleans, which is different from other parts of Louisiana, which is different from Haitian Creole. So a couple of things that I noticed with the language is just because the word looks as it seems, as we would say it in French, it's a lot different in when you're speaking Creole. For example, I noticed that the AI that we pronounce as open air in French, in the Creole language, it's ah. And then there was another, even when they say the nasal vowels, we wouldn't pronounce the M's and N's. But in the Louisiana Creole, you would only not only pronounce the nasal vowel, but you also say the M and you also say the N. So
Right.
little things like that. Or if you have the word ends in an E, sometimes it's not pronounced. For example, if the word was vitre in Creole, you might say vite without the tr.
Ah,
So little nuanced things like that that separate those languages.
that's really cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Okay, now let's do this. You ready?
Sure. Gué-gué Solingaie, Si qu'on a parlé, si qu'on a parlé. Gué-gué
Woo! That's
Woohoo!
good.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, this is so good. You know, this melody is so sweet. The first time I played this was probably about 4 years ago. And then I played for a student of Dr. Louis Toppin back at UNC. And I haven't played since, so I'm so glad that LaToya agreed to
So
sing
beautiful.
this for us. Let me prepare the next poll. I see. I mean, I did it, and now we can set out. Okay, save And
Can I say hi to my friend?
Yes, yes, please.
So I see my dear, dear friend, Monique Swain. We went to Florida State together, my sorority sister. And one of my
Hi.
former students from Central Michigan, Annie Bjorky. Hi.
Welcome.
Almost graduating from Manhattan School with her master's. So I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful. It's just nice. And the one thing about doing this project is just get to see everybody and let everybody to hear us. So yeah. So the next poll should be up now. You can start voting. Let's see. So we have. So it's between Nyonya Love Song, which is a mix of Mandarin and Malay, and Nana is Spanish. Okay, can everybody see the post just fine? It should be the same one. That's weird. I just activated. Something said that the post was a little weird, so let me pause it and reopen it. Yeah, is it good now? Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so next, I think so far we have one result coming in. That's cool. So let's see. Okay, I think the next one, let's just go ahead. The next one is Nana. Kirstin is gonna sing for us. So this piece is a lullaby by Manuel de Falla, a Spanish composer, and Kirstin will be singing in Spanish. So any intro for this piece, Kirstin? Yes, I'm getting ready for that.
Thank you, Qiao Zheng, and hello to all my family and friends who are there. It's such a pleasure to be here. This piece is very dear to me. These Spanish songs by Manuel de Falla, Siete, canciones populares españolas, from all over Spain, actually. The poetry is from all over Spain. But this particular piece, Nana, is very short, but so beautiful to sing a little baby to sleep. So the wonderful thing about this piece, too, that I really enjoy is that it allows for a little bit of improvisation in the style of cante hondo, which is sort of the gypsy flamenco style of singing. So you'll hear a little bit of that going on. I hope you enjoy it.
Right, thank you.
Duerme,
Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
but by the way, since this is a lullaby, which means the likelihood we sing this to many people more than one time is quite high. So repeat it the second time with improvisation. It makes sense and it's really nice.
Beautiful.
So, Kristen, would you talk a little bit about how Spanish is different from one country?
It's a really interesting thing, and there are certain parts of Spain that utilize what we call the theta, which you heard in this piece when I said lucerito instead of lucerito. The Spanish-speaking world is really pretty vast, and there are lots of Spanish speakers, for example, in Mexico that don't use the theta, that speak the S's as S's. And then we have a whole other ball of wax as we go into the South America area. My family was originally from the area of Salamanca in Spain. And we've traced our roots back to the Spanish Inquisition. Being Jewish, apparently we were kicked out and came to the New World. Who knew? Kind of an amazing thing. My sister Mary has done a lot of genealogy studies and figured out where we came from and how. But we settled in New Mexico and stayed. And my father was an expert in Spanish American folk song.
Oh, cool.
And so I started at a very young age singing some of those songs with him. So, and I think of him every time I sing those.
Oh, that's sweet.
So thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Okay, Yanling, you're the next one, the Nyonya Love Song. Could you just tell us a little bit about this piece?
Well, I think this song really represents Malaysia, and Qiao Zheng and I, we are both Malaysian.
Yes.
And we recently just kind of exploring into a lot of songs like this, like Chinese mix Malay.
Yep.
Because in our country, Malaysia is a multicultural cultural country, and we have like different kind of ethnic groups. We all live in together, and Chinese, Malay, Indian, and some natives.
Yeah, a lot of different natives.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of this thing about the culture that we're about to show you, it's a unique culture that we share with our neighboring countries as well, mainly with Singapore and Indonesia. This is what we call the Baba Nyonya culture, also known as the Peranakan culture. So it is a distinct multiracial community where back then, as early as 15th century, the southern Chinese immigrants settled and married with the local Malay, Thai, Burmese, or Indonesian in the region. So their descendants, the male descendants, are called Baba, and the female descendants are called Nyonya. So if you're wondering about the top that I'm wearing today, this top is in ala Nyonya modern style. So you can tell it's very embellished, and it's a lot of sewing and things. But traditionally, I think they are not using buttons. They use like a chain of a string of 3 jewelry brooches to clasp together, and it's in the museum. And some of them still wearing it, and when you see it, it's very, very beautiful. So yeah, and then we just want to be clear. Traditionally, Peranakan language, like Yanning was saying, traditional language is in Baba Malay, and it's based in Malay but mixed with the Chinese, some of the Chinese dialects called Hokkien. And this piece is not traditional Nyonya song, but it is about Nyonya.
Yeah, and the special. I think this song is special because it's really like mix of Bahasa and Chinese, and so you will hear if we have any Malaysians in here. I hope you enjoy this one and see if you can actually catch the word, like some Malay words and yeah.
So let's do this, shall we?
All right. Nan ko nyonya 生来 cantik, yang 亮比人美，染不就长长发边插玫瑰花，她是我理想中的情郎。南国姑娘，你真漂亮，我为你发光，多少有情郎愿与你配成双，你是我理想中的对象。她那粉红的脸好像红太阳，动人的马达，我banyak suka，好像晚上的明媚的月亮，我为你着迷，夜夜梦见你，我要求你与我kawin，只有你和我心，只有你才和我意，只有我和你才能配在一起。她那粉红的脸好像红太阳，动人的马达，我banyak suka，好像晚上的明媚的月亮，我为你着迷，夜夜梦见你，我要求你与我kawin，只有你和我心，只有你才和我意，只有我和你才能配在一起。
I hope you everybody enjoy this piece as much as we do, because we love it, because it just shows how colorful language can be and how it reflects a part of our kaleidoscopic culture. And then this is really cool. You know, Yanling is the furthest away from me, and and today for some reason the internet works really well. The delay was kind of very minute.
Oh, that's great.
It was great. So
Yeah.
this is the end for the solo pieces. I hope you enjoyed the variety of love language that we presented here today. So before we continue on to our multilingual Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, if you like our performance tonight, please consider donating at our Buy Me a Coffee page. Some coffees for us to share would be really nice. The link is in the description and in the comment. Also in this description, we added links if you're interested to know a little bit more about Camille, Nickerson, Manuel de Falla, and Nyonya Peranakans culture. Okay, by finale, multilingual Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The
And
order.
Qiao Zheng's debut singing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will be singing. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? The order is in Malay, Mandarin, Spanish, and English. Subtitles and singing languages are included, so sing with us, because yes, I will be singing, and singing is not my forte. So let's just have fun. Are Cadence and Lyric awake, or
They're sleeping.
they're sleeping? Oh, it would be cool next time. You know, we can
Yeah.
have them maybe
My
then as you
mom.
see them and singing together. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, let me get the subtitle ready first. It should work now. Alright, cool. Alright, hope you enjoyed this piece. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Hold on a second, I forgot to turn on my mic. They won't be able to hear me.
，Lihatlah bintang-bintang terang di waktu malam, sungguh tinggi di langit berkelip bercahaya. 小星星，挂在天空放光明，好像许多小眼睛，一闪一闪亮晶晶，满天都是小星星。
Estrellita, ¿dónde estás? Me pregunto qué serás. Esta noche ahí estarás, cual diamante brillarás. Estrellita, ¿dónde estás? Me pregunto qué serás.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Oh man, this is, I don't know, this is a little dream of me just to hear different languages of the same piece. I thought it was really cool. And then we added some different translation for each languages, so it's just a tiny bit difference here and there. But again, you know, it's just beautiful. So that's it, guys, for tonight. And thank you so much for joining us. Please stay tuned for next month to celebrate Women's History Month. We will be performing pieces by women composers and women poets. And we will be also premiering and presenting a couple pieces by composer Dayton Kinney, who will be joining us as well. So stay tuned at our Musical Facebook page for the date. So thank you so much. Have a good night.